corner. They try to save with Horford. Unbelievable.
The veteran for the great effort here to save another possession.
Is the momentum heating between Celtics and Nuggets? Despite their recent close losses, it's obvious that the Celtics and Nuggets, led by star players Nikola Jokic and Jason Tatum, have their sights set on the NBA Finals. Let's take a look at it. The fact that the Celtics travel to one of the NBA's most hostile venues for rival teams somewhat sums up the game between the Celtics and Nuggets, even though on paper the Celtics always seem to have the advantage. What do you think really happened that night when two title contenders met each other in hostility? The triple-double made by Nikola Jokic was both amazing and significant in the match. Boston Celtics 115-109 despite a furious fourth-quarter comeback by Jokic, who achieved his 20th triple-double of the season. The current NBA champions were able to sweep their season series against the Eastern Conference leaders as a result, with several of his baskets coming from alley-oops to Aaron Gordon, who scored 16 points on 7 dunks and a running hook. Jokic finished with 32 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists. With 8 assists and 19 points from Jamal Murray, the Nuggets have moved to 7-1 since the All-Star break. Jokic recorded his 30th career triple-double with 30 points. Kristaps Porzingis, a center for the Boston Celtics, described him as an amazing basketball player. Actually, I learned a few things from him today. He does a lot of things on the court that you don't see that contribute to the team's victory because he is so cunning and intelligent. It's amazing. He'll discover Gordon and all these guys whenever you overhelp even a tiny bit. It illustrates how important he is to them. When specifically asked what he had discovered, Porzingis replied, "A few tricks he does. I'll leave it at that." Perhaps some of the magic Porzingis was talking about had to do with the Jokic-Gordon alley-oop, which is starting to play a similar role in Denver's late-game strategy as the Jokic-Murray pick-and-roll. With 2 minutes left, Jokic missed a layup, setting up Gordon for his biggest dunk. With a 109-103 advantage, Gordon windmilled a rebound with his right hand and sent it through the hoop. Jokic remarked it was a great dunk but a bad miss. With 20 seconds remaining, the two connected for a game-winning alley-oop after Jason Tatum's three-pointer to take the lead with 40 seconds left rimmed out. With 14 rebounds and a season-high 41 points, Jaylen Brown led the Celtics, who hadn't dropped a game since early November. Brown, meanwhile, was only 7 of 14 from the foul line. Brown remarked, "Maybe it's the elevation. It felt good to shoot the ball." Ultimately, Boston missed 9 free throws, while the Nuggets only missed 1 of 22. Tatum finished with 15 points on a difficult shooting night, and Porzingis added 24 points and 12 rebounds for Boston. With 11 points and excellent perimeter defense from Peyton Watson, the Nuggets bench outscored the Boston reserves 28-10. Both teams had recently suffered defeats that snapped lengthy winning streaks. The 11-game winning streak was ended by the Celtics' 105-104 loss to Cleveland, while the Nuggets' 6-game winning streak was ended by Denver's 117-107 overtime loss to Phoenix. This was a thrilling tease if these teams are racing towards a showdown in the June NBA Finals. Going into the final stretch, both coaches saw the matchup as something of a yardstick. Denver's Michael Malone mentioned Boston's NBA best record, while Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla referred to the defending champions as the standard in the league. The match lived up to the expectations for both elite contenders. After making roster changes in the summer, the Boston Celtics are expected to win Banner 18 in 2023-24. The team has been vying for an NBA title for a number of seasons. The C's now have more depth and firepower than they have in a long time, thanks to the offseason addition of 2 All-Star players, Kristaps Porzingis and Jrue Holiday, to a roster that already featured 2 All-NBA players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, as well as excellent role players like Al Horford and Derek White. On paper, the Celtics are the best team in the NBA, but you have to win games to really establish that. The Celtics' over-reliance on three-pointers was one of their problems from the previous campaign. Because of this, the C's struggled to find alternative ways to score when these shots weren't falling. This was seen frequently during the Eastern Conference Finals matchup with the Heat. In their 4 losses in the series, the C's shot 34.5%, 28.6%, 26.2%, and 21.4% on three-point tries, respectively. With Porzingis in the lineup this season, the Celtics are better equipped to handle erratic shooting. His low-post attacking game is well honed. These days, it's rare to see teams throw into the post and let their center intimidate opponents near the basket. But Porzingis is able to do it. This season, he will pull down a ton of offensive rebounds and score a ton of points off second chances. Additionally, it wouldn't be shocking if the Celtics used Tatum, Brown, Holiday, and White's size and strength to push smaller opponents into the post and shot over them. This is a smart strategy to force the opposing team into foul trouble while scoring some easy goals. The pick and roll options available to the Celtics are likewise incredibly diverse. In particular, the Tatum-Porzingis PNR has the makings of something unique. Regardless, the Celtics will attempt a lot of three-pointers, which makes sense given how many proficient shooters they have on their team. However, in certain games, the C's will be unbeatable from beyond the arc. If they can find other ways to score and avoid going into extended scoring slumps, they will be extremely difficult to defeat. Past few days have seen the internet going gaga over Jason Tatum. Is he a fan favorite? What makes him so special among all other players playing in the NBA? Tatum doesn't have to be a frontrunner for MVP in order for the Celtics to win the NBA Finals. This roster has adequate talent, but if Tatum steps it up, there's no doubt that the Celtics will have a better chance of winning in the end. He made history last season when he became the first player in Celtics history to average at least 30 points per game for the whole season. He averaged 30.1 points, 8.8 rebounds, and 4.6 assists per game by the end. He would have been a great case for MVP if he could continue to put up those kinds of stats, scoring, grabbing rebounds, and dishing out 6 or 7 assists every game. Tatum played a lot of point forward last season, and this year, he should see more of those opportunities. He still has a lot of room to grow, especially in the playmaking department. He can also get better at making three-pointers. Over his first 4 seasons, Tatum shot 39.6% from beyond the arc. However, in his last 2 years, he has only made 35.1% of his three-pointers. By no means is it a bad proportion, but it can and should be higher. Tatum's next aim is to finish in the top 3 MVP votes after being selected to the first team of the NBA after 2 consecutive seasons. And he has a terrific chance to get there as top player on what ought to be the best team. Statistics indicate that the Nuggets will win the championship, so this may not seem like a very bold prediction. Have you paid attention to rumors and whispers? And all you can seem to hear is if Denver will be able to win the title again. While these expectations might seem realistic for Nuggets, sustaining excellence or every very goodness over back-to-back seasons will be a significant challenge that shouldn't be undervalued in the upcoming games of the season, especially as they incorporate a lot of new and unproven players into their bench rotation and deal with other issues like injuries. Two-time MVP Nikola Jokic is the leader of the reigning champions. Jokic continues to be a nightly mismatch for opposing teams, leading the NBA in the triple-doubles this season. The Nuggets, who are trying to win their second NBA championship in franchise history, will largely rely on the experiences they gained from last season. After a great deal of hard partying, of course, the coaching staff intends to work hard as well. They will begin by critically assessing the ongoing season that the team has a chance of winning. Who, according to you, will win the NBA title this year? Is it the Celtics or Nuggets? Do share your opinions on this in the comment section. For more interesting stories and updates, subscribe to our channel and do not forget to press the bell icon for notifications. Goodbye!